Of the men that you said are like able to cheat, in your experience, what percent do? So not what you've read, not what you've seen online, like in your personal, what you've seen in real life.
If I had to put a genuine, true number on it, I would think 30 to 40% of men probably have cheated. And this is going to be one of the first shocking things I'm going to say on your show. I think women cheat far more.
Oh yeah.
Far more. They're better cheaters. They're more secretive about it. They don't get the same punishments for doing it like men will. So yeah, and even when they do cheat and they admit it to each other, they don't view their cheating the same way they view men's cheating. So this is why they can still remain friends with homegirls that they knew were doing all this stuff on the side. Whereas for a man to do it, they have to destroy his entire life and character and legacy as a result. So yeah, and this is the other thing. When you're a guy that other women, when you're younger, older, that's pretty attractive enough to kind of be around women enough, you'll be the guy that they're cheating with. And you'll start to be like, oh my gosh, like this, how common is this? And you always feel bad and you're like, man, I hope I'm never that guy. And you learn like these guys will never know. A lot of these guys would never, ever, ever know. So I absolutely think that probably 30 to 40% of men cheat or have cheated. And I think that number is probably 50 to 60% of women. And I'm honestly probably being conservative when I say that.
Yeah, and that doesn't include like messages and like I'm assuming you're just limiting it to physical cheating, right?
Yeah.
Like if you included women having like
yeah.
a work husband or something else, it would probably be even 80 or 90%.
Listen, I don't know about 80, 90%, but what I have observed is that there are other things that I've seen the double standard when the things that they will go off on a man for in terms of cheating or looking for attention and validation outside the relationship, they have no problem receiving it on their end. If they see that their man, their boyfriend, their husband is liking another woman's picture, they will freak out. But the idea of them making their profile private, they're like, why would I do that? He's controlling. So they just see these things like totally different. Like people liking their bikini pictures that are not women, they just was like, that's just normal. But him liking a woman who's half naked or in a bikini it's a problem. So I don't think that they typically see their cheating and their seeking validation outside the relationship in quite the same way. So that's why I actually think the numbers are somewhat skewed to be a little bit higher.
And in your experience, who's more likely to forgive cheating, men or women?
Women, but I think women and men are in similar territory with that. I think it's only the men who aren't operating from a scarcity mindset that have no problem with being like, get out. I'm good. I will never see or talk to you again. Only the men that know that they can easily replace her typically will do that. Most men, if they know, it's going to be very difficult to replace her, I have all this other stuff going on, they'll just kind of endure and try to go to therapy and try to work it out. Whereas a lot of women, despite the horrible stats in terms of how much they initiate breakups and divorces, oftentimes it's not after the first time. It's usually after repeated offenses that they eventually get to that point where they get jaded, they change their feelings, and then they start planning their escape when the whole guy thinks that we've moved on from it.
I think that and I want to see if you agree, I think there's alpha and beta cheating. There's women that get cheated on by guys with options, and they'll usually stick it out. But there's nothing worse than a woman getting cheated on by a guy who she thinks can't. Those are like the biggest crash outs I've seen. And I want to know if you agree or disagree.
Well, I never described it or conceptualized it in that way. But now that I think about it, it does make sense that there seems to. Why is it that so many of her exes that are the cheaters and the abusers, she'll go through all this stuff with these guys, and then it's the guy that's the good guy, one infraction, and he's gone. She's done.
Yes.
So I didn't describe it in that way. I think I'm gonna steal that from her.
It's like Jeff Bezos' wife, like, cause she, like, obviously, when they got together, he was like the nerdy kid. And now he's cheating. She's like, no, because she doesn't see who he is now. Like, she doesn't see who he is now. Like she still sees the guy she like started with. I don't know.
Yeah. Is the woman he's with now, is that his first wife or is this his second wife?
No, this is the second. He cheated on his first wife with her.
Oh, okay. So the second wife, the only image I have of her, forgive me for this, but like it was when they were on a red carpet and Leonardo DiCaprio was standing in front of the two of them, and seeing her face marveling at this man in front of her boyfriend / husband was like fascinating to me. And I'm like, he is a billionaire and she's still gawking at this other dude. I'm like, oh, ain't none of us safe, man.
That woman has to be studied. Like
like it's just Will Smith, Jeff Bezos, Steph Curry. It just doesn't seem to matter how high a guy gets. A woman will humble him by accident. Sometimes. It's amazing to see.
No, if you look at the last wife's dating history, it's like had a kid with an NFL player, then broke up with him, married 100 million, then broke up with him and married a billionaire. And I'm like, she still has the ability to secure rings, even though she has 2 different baby daddies and she's like 55.
Listen, she collected them rings like infinity stones. And
yeah, that's what I said. I said, you know what? There's some women that you don't know what the hell they got because they're clearly, she must gluck or something. I don't know.
She got that thing on. That's all I know. She got that thing.
I don't know.